to address one day about taking vacations. Okay, next. Austin in his 20s in Austin, Texas. Really? Austin of Austin. That's cool. I watched the Father's Day episode of PragerU Kids. They went back in time to visit the great dads in history. Who the heck picked Abraham as one of the best fathers? The dude was literally about to murder his own son in the Bible. His kid could get him a Father's Day mug that says, "Best dad, except for that time you tried to stab me to death." I don't think they thought that one through. Okay, so for those of you not familiar, and unfortunately plenty of people are not, Abraham was about to sacrifice his son Isaac when an angel came from heaven and told him not to. So in my Bible commentary in Genesis, where this is from, I explain at length what is going on, and in a nutshell, the key to understanding the story is the first sentence of chapter 22, where this takes place. And God tested Abraham. Perfect theme, huh? And that's the Hebrew. The Hebrew is tested. Perfect. Who would have known that it would be such a perfect thing? Wow. So he says, take your son whom you love, take Isaac and sacrifice him on what is it? And put him down for a sacrifice, or raise him for a sacrifice. So why would Abraham say yes? And what was the test? So here was the test. Human sacrifice, child sacrifice, was almost universal. Virtually every society we have archaeological evidence for had child sacrifice. The first book in history to ban child sacrifice, to say that the God of that society was opposed to it, was the Hebrew Bible. The God who said no child sacrifice, it's an abomination, is the God who tested Abraham, would you sacrifice your son? Basically, God was saying this: these pagans with their false gods will sacrifice their child to that false God. Would you sacrifice your child to the real God? But remember, the first verse of the whole chapter is God tested Abraham. God had no intention of his doing it. And as far as Abraham was concerned, that was completely normal. That's what parents did. It wasn't like, what are you asking me some weird thing? Because everybody around him did it. It was like slavery. Aristotle, one of the great moral thinkers in history, thought slavery was completely normal, because in Greek society and every other society, that was the norm. Some people were slaves, some people were owners, just like some people are tall and some people are short. It was just a given. So he didn't even know that what he was doing was wrong, especially since he did believe in the God of the world, the God who spoke to him. He was the first monotheist. That's all it is. Are you prepared to sacrifice to the real God like the people who believe? It was a test of his faith. It's true. I want to know if you really know that I am God. But as soon as he was ready to sacrifice Isaac, by the way, Isaac didn't complain, or at least we have no record of it in the biblical text. He didn't say, what are you doing this for? Maybe, I'm sure he wasn't happy, but at the same time, that was normal for him too. And by the way,